we both talked about this earlier, but the Ichigo Naruto fight from Death Battle.
Oh.
Death Battle has gotten it wrong on so many occasions, but you agreed with this one.
Like I said, I love Death Battle for the simple fact is, people want to see, what would this character versus this character be like? What would that battle be like? And I understand that, but at the same time, it's accurate, but some of the characters, they don't do the justice of the character. And my thing is, I'm not saying they don't watch the animes. I'm not saying they don't watch the shows to know, because they know enough. Well, I put it this way. The information that they give us about the characters tells us that they know about them, but I don't know if they've really sat and watched the whole length of the series, okay? I agree that Naruto should have been the victor in the fight, but they didn't do Ichigo justice. Like, they did justice up until they made him transform into his final form from Bleach, which they introduced in the manga. Because in the manga, they didn't tell us anything about that form. They didn't give us any information. All they showed us was a brand new form. He got his Zangetsu. He got his brand new sword, which is the true form of Zangetsu and whatnot. So we were like, cool, bet. But then come find out, the next chapter later, he got washed and destroyed. So we didn't get to see his brand new power because your watch saw it coming. So all that, you didn't show me anything. So now what you did was you basically just based everything that he's built up to that moment. And I really don't feel like his final form is up to par to where he was in his full haul. Like what y'all should have. Well, I'm not gonna say what y'all should have. I'm not telling another person what they should have. But
no,
what should have happened was, instead of y'all having him transform into his final form when he faced your watch, you should have had him go into his full hollow state, because that chronologically makes more sense in his transformations. Because and y'all put it, and when y'all were explaining how powerful his blast or whatever he could do was, y'all put every single last form in there, but y'all just skipped it. Because I don't understand. He has states he goes into, and y'all understand that. So I don't understand why y'all didn't have him go into his full hollow state, and then instead of him just going into his merged Zanpakuto and I said Zangetsu earlier. I mean his full Zanpakuto state and his Bankai mix. That I don't understand why y'all did that, because we don't have any information. We just know that that's how the form looked. We don't have any power level. We didn't see him get to actually use his new powers and whatnot. We just got to see it, and then that was it. So I agree. Don't get me wrong. I agree that the fight should have been won by Naruto, but I really feel like y'all didn't give Ichigo his just dues. It's the same thing with the Urza and Urza and Zoro fight. Y'all made for how y'all made Urza look. Y'all just made Urza look like she didn't know what she was doing. Like she just requips after requip and uses her energy like that, and that's not the case. So
she can go back and forth in so many forms.
Yeah, so I'm like there, and y'all only use certain forms that appealed to. Well, in my opinion, y'all use forms that appealed closer to Zoro than what actually she would do in that situation.
I still don't think Zoro beats that fight.
No, I don't agree with Zoro should have won that fight. I really honestly think that Urza had that fight just because of how y'all show. Once again, I don't know if they're watching the anime.
They say they do.
Yeah, so like I said, if they watch it to the point, I really feel like y'all should see that Urza can do so much more with that.
Well, if I'm going to give them an out, the only out is when they published the battle, Fairy Tail wasn't finished yet.
Yes.
So they don't know about Urza being the
daughter of the
original
of the original Dragon Slayer. Yeah.
Yes.
So I can at that point. Well, if we're going up to that point, then I can see that because Zoro was so far advanced at that point that I can see
Zoro. Oh Jesus. Urza does have that armor that's impenetrable.
Yeah, but that's what they used that. And had him break it with his hockey. So that's why I was like, I don't.
But we need Javen here for that.
Yeah, Javen can explain that a little bit more about how hockey and all that.
I wasn't mad that Zoro won because I'm not up on One Piece at all, so I wasn't educated enough.
I'm fine with the decision. I just feel like that's not how Urza is.
But my thing is with the Naruto and Ichigo thing was, like we said earlier, how do you incorporate what he can do from the last?
Yeah,
the last is not canon.
Exactly. That you don't do
because the Naruto. Now, if you'd had that Naruto fighting Ichigo, that would make sense. But that Naruto at that stage that you had fighting Ichigo was not the Naruto from
exactly.
the last. So he's not that powerful because he becomes way more powerful in the last.
Y'all, they made him that powerful. That's why I say unless y'all tell. See, but that's my thing. If you're gonna tell me you're using anything that they did outside of the actual anime and you did like the movies and stuff, then we go for Ichigo should have been. In my opinion, if we're going that way, Ichigo should have won the fight. But since y'all only use Ichigo in the anime, you should have only used Naruto in the anime and not brought in what he can do in the movie. Because in the movie, that's years later down. That's a long time down the road. So like I said,
and with movies that aren't canon, you can do what you
want. So that's the y'all didn't. I said y'all didn't give Ichigo. So you didn't give Ichigo his just due by using Naruto from the last. Simply because Naruto in the last, that's years down the line to where he's Hokage now. So no, he wasn't Hokage at that point in time. He wasn't Hokage at that point in time. He was on the way to be Hokage. But he was a lot more powerful later on because he's now having more training. He's an adult now. With Ichigo, he's not an adult at that point. He doesn't. It stopped at a certain point. So I feel like if you use Naruto just in the anime where he shouldn't have won that fight. Ichigo should have won that fight. But the simple fact that y'all used Naruto in the last, that's once again also okay. But another issue that I have is Sasuke and Hiei. Now I agree that Hiei should have won, but if you're going to use Naruto in the last, you need to use Sasuke in the last, and Sasuke would have won that. That's how it is. But since the fact that you didn't use Sasuke at his fullest potential, then that I don't understand why you're going to do it with Naruto and use him in the last. Again, you just say they don't like to do chill, bro. And you can't, and I don't want to hear that but when y'all did that battle, the ending for Naruto been out. And the last had been out. So I don't want to hear nothing. So y'all had no excuses.
What's the last been out?
By the time they did that, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we got a new subscriber. Hey, my cousin. Yeah, a new subscriber, cool. But anyways, yeah. So like I said, it's one of those things where like, it's not that I'm mad with the results. I feel like just the execution is good too. It's just the way that the characters are like use their powers and whatnot. I don't fully agree with it. I 100% agree with it. But at the same time, I mean, it is what it is. I think that it's y'all's opinion on who y'all think won the fight and who did the best jobs. And if you watch the anime, y'all have an understanding of how each character works. But I think there's some biasness that goes into it. You like this character more than the other. Okay, so that person may or may not win. It all depends on that. But together overall, the fight, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was entertaining. It was entertaining to the point, but at the same time, I don't see how. The only thing that's a problem is that when you mix two animes and you fight, it's like one of these. Because with Ichigo, when you use Mugetsu, you can't. That's a one and done. So like my thing is Ichigo wouldn't use that unless that was his last resort. So in that case, when he used Mugetsu, that should have been the end of the battle. But once again, it goes to the whole how powerful Kurama's aura is, all this good jazz. But at the same time, that's when you transform and see they had the outfit of the last. That's the only thing. It wasn't Naruto's Sage mode where he had the orbs behind him. See, that's how I know like there's just a little bias that it was unfair because y'all went and how he wasn't in the last, and then he won the fight and all the good jazz. You didn't have it to where he had his orbs around him how he was in Naruto. So that's my thing. Is like that's why I say it's a little unfair. It's a little unfair just because it's slick. They thought they were slick. I wouldn't, but I noticed.
But I don't even agree with them two fighting because I think the style. I think to me, anybody in Bleach besides, granted, I don't know anything of Bleach, but to me, with Ichigo, from what I hear,
it's not a good matchup.
Because Ichigo just has one sword.
He's a sword style.
And it's just,
Naruto doesn't use swords. Now, if you would put Ichigo versus Sasuke, I give you it. But you did him and he. But if you did anybody if you would have did Killer B versus Ichigo, that would have been more sense because that's sword style. You went somebody who doesn't use swords with somebody who only uses swords and doesn't do hand to hand. So first of all, the person who does hand to hand, you would think is at a disadvantage, but actually has the advantage. Just because once that person loses, because if he loses his sword, Ichigo doesn't do hand to hand. No, he doesn't do hand to hand combat like that. Everything literally is done with a sword. So it's one of the things where I said you didn't give Ichigo his just dues. One, you put him against Naruto, and it's a cool concept that you want to see those two fight, but the matchup isn't there. The matchup isn't there just because you have a swordsman versus it's like you have a man who's doing Taekwondo versus a man who has training in.
No, Natsu versus Naruto would have been a better fight.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I can totally see that now.
Natsu wins that one.
No, Naruto's gonna win that.
Natsu wins that one. Natsu's winning that one. Natsu winning the whole fight.
First of all, there's no fire for Natsu. I don't want to hear nothing.
What you mean there's no fire for
no
Natsu?
fire. Now, if he was facing Sasuke, yes, because he has fire style.
Doesn't matter.
Naruto doesn't do fire. There's
It'll be over
no
that.
fire.
It'll be over before
with
that.
what?
Because it's Natsu.
Stop it. I don't want to hear that. First of all, anything, you can say whatever you want. This is Naruto we're talking about. Naruto, the person who bullshit doesn't apply to. So Naruto,
same thing with Natsu.
No. Not to the extent of Naruto. Not to the extent of
Natsu should have died a number of times in Fairy Tail and didn't.
How many times should Naruto been dead?
Twice. Name them. You're gonna go to the Sasuke fight.
Both times with Sasuke.
That's it.
Okay. Then we're gonna go back to where he got.
Oh, and when he had the Nine Tails right from Madara.
You know, bro, I wasn't even gonna say that. I wasn't even gonna say that, bro. But you know what? Well, no, because he got the other Nine Tails put. I don't know the duration of how long it takes a person to die and whatnot. Because Kushina had the same thing, but I don't know how long it was.
She held on for a minute.
You know, bro, think about it. That's some bullshit, man. How are you gonna have Naruto have the not? I need to know how long that time span is because Kushina had it pulled out of her, had enough time. She was stabbed. First of all, her and Minato were stabbed in the stomach with the claw protecting Naruto. And the bitch is still not. She was not dead yet. They had all time had that conversation. Okay, any last words for it? She should have been.
It's for the dramatic.
Man,
It's for the
so I need to know that time limit. I need to know that time limit between how long.
And you gotta remember, Sakura kept the heart pumping. Was it the heart? Yeah.
Oh, she went Matrix on him and had to.
No, she cut him in the side.
She Matrixed it. She Matrixed it. Cause Matrix. All he did was he wiggled his hand. Then he eased in just because it's it's the virtual world and whatnot. So he could do that. Same difference. She cut. She made an insertion.
Okay, so that's 3 times Naruto shit today.
So I go there. Let's see what else. Let me go back. Any other time?
No. Every other time was feasible why he got out of it. It was just those 3. And Payne if Sakura would not Sakura if Hinata wouldn't have saved him.
Let's see.
If you want to count that.
Is there anything else? That may be it.
Natsu should have died against the second. Natsu should have died when he fought. Shit, I'm trying to really think. Let me think. Natsu should have died against Akinogi. That was bullshit. He should have died against Den. Natsu should have died against the second master or grandmaster of Fairy Tail. Natsu should have died against Zeref. That's 3. Natsu.
Wait, when?
What, against Zeref? When they had their final fight.
At the end? Oh, at the end of it?
Yeah, you damn right. Yeah. You should have lost that fight. Akinogi should have beat his ass. Natsu should have also lost against Gajil in the beginning. Because Gajil was tearing his... Gajil was wearing his ass out.
I see, but I don't agree with that.
And I love Natsu. Don't get me fucked up. I love Natsu.
I don't agree that he should have lost. He should have... Wait, are we saying lost or died? Because
died.
if we're... he shouldn't have died in that battle. He just should have lost.
Should have died. Because they're fighting to the death. They're fighting. Gajil didn't give 2 fucks about nobody back then.
Look, bro.
Gajil was fighting to the death.
No one... I'm not going to say shit. He should have
lost. I'm trying to think who else.
But he shouldn't have died.
Who else did they fight?
That's nigga. That was so early on in the show.
You're going very on. Well, no, you're not.
Huh?
I was about to say you're doing very early too.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing. I'm
doing at the very end of Naruto.
Yeah, I'm not how even. I didn't even go when he was facing Haku because I'll leave that alone.
I'm trying to think who all Natsu fought that he should have lost against. You could argue he should have lost against Cobra.
Oh yeah, he's. Nah, I know.
You could argue that.
I said no. I'm not gonna say die. I just said lost. If we're going dying, there's only certain moments where he.
Well, I know 3 for sure he should have died.
Let's do 3 for 3, bro. Naruto should have been.
If I think more about it, I can give you.
Yeah, if I research time, but I'm not trying to. We're gonna sit here about 15 minutes thinking before.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Keep that moving.
So I'm not. Like I said, I
think Natsu would have beat. I think Natsu would have beat Naruto. For the granted, they both don't give up for shit.
No, Naruto.
I think Natsu's will to fight is stronger than Naruto, especially after the Guild Dogs made him bow down. I think Natsu's will to fight, but you don't believe in will.
I don't. Once again, that's all. No, see, that's the whole thing of Naruto. That's why I don't. Anything you can have. Everybody in any anime show can have all the will they want. Literally.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Naruto for the simple fact is Fairy Tail never went and gave Natsu and let him really become END. If Natsu would have became the true END, it'd have been a wrap.
I'm not gonna, and I hate Naruto. I will not give that man. I'll give that man barely credit.
If he could have had a dragon form, how Elaine had a dragon form, how Akinogi had a dragon form,
it would have made it more even. Right now, Naruto has a substantial win over him for the simple fact of his Sage Mode,
yes,
and his Nine-Tailed State.
Yes, I give you
That's why I say if he would have made ND, it would have made a better and more debatable fight. But I still see Naruto winning the end for the simple fact it's Naruto. I understand Natsu has his moments where he wins every single fight, but Naruto wins everything and gets everybody. There are some people that Natsu had lost that was on his either was going to be on his side or die before they could get on his side. Naruto turned everybody on his side. So that's why I say it's one of the things where Naruto will always win in the end, regardless of how you look. Because think about it, the will of fire rests in Naruto. That's what everybody talks about. So that said, Naruto has that substantial win unless Natsu was to get into that form. Then I say it makes it even, but I still have Naruto winning the end. For that reason, because how I see them, if they do it, how I see them doing it, they're gonna have Naruto win. They're gonna have Naruto win. That's what I said. Now it makes it more debatable, but I would rather see Let's see.
I'm really trying to go back and see everything now. I'm trying to remember everything that Natsu went through that would make the fight. Because I think Sage Mode, because he has unlimited basic
there's nature all around him.
Yes, now that I think about it, I'm trying to think of anything Natsu could have done to have evened out the playing field.
Because and this is the same thing the reason why Natsu at disadvantage, he still has to do his clones. He still has to go against Naruto's clones.
It's not gonna bother Natsu.
And yeah, when you summon like a million fucking clones, it's
Natsu gets amped up for that.
But it's a simple fight of there's levels to Naruto, there's levels to his clones. With Naruto's normal clones, that's fine. But Naruto, when his clones are in their cloak form and they're in their stage, it's a different level of Naruto. Because Naruto it's a whole thing of.
So let's do this. Who wins, Fairy Tail or Naruto's clique?
Fairy Tail's like guild versus Naruto's clique.
The main people in Fairy Tail.
Whoa.
Let's do. I'm about to give you. We'll do a 5-on-5. Gildarts, Natsu, Urza, Gray. I'm only doing Fairy Tail's true guild, Loxus.
Okay.
Versus Naruto, Sasuke.
Sakura's not in. I don't
No. I'm making this legit.
Okay.
Rock Lee, Neji, Shikamaru. And Shikamaru's at a disadvantage because he can't fight. He's just a mind, so it's 5-on-4. But Shikamaru's quick on his feet.
Yes.
That's the only reason why. I want to take Shikamaru out and put somebody else in, like a Hinata. I would probably take him out for Hinata.
Keep it because he.
But you're on the battlefield. Shikamaru don't have time. Who gonna fuck him?
He does. He's quick on his feet. Remember, he was when he was fighting Tamari. He came up.
He had to hide for a minute.
First of all, he had plans. Both. The second he saw her, he was like, already had a list of plans in my head to what to do. He thought of it the second he saw her, but executing each one is he had a difference in. Now, if I'm going back, hold up. Are we going everybody full powered? Because we're going everybody full powered, Naruto wins. But if we're calling it, first of all, you only need Sasuke and he wins. So I
can't say that.
Yes, you can. I just need to look at all y'all. I'm done. That's it. I'm
not giving him that power with Gildarts. Gildarts is OP.
OP.
Tell me Gildarts is OP.
But you have once again. Okay,
let's do this. They're full power, but they each know what each other can do.
This doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
I want you to understand something.
Give Gildarts the ability to know what's going on.
I want you to understand this. Everybody who knows what the Sharingan does said the same shit. Oh, it can do this, this, this. They can do this, and this. And guess what? Stop. Your powers mean nothing when I look at you and you're under my juice and you don't know it. It doesn't matter. Doesn't mean anything, bro. Stop. You're doing their power level. I'm not even talking.
No, I'm not doing just strictly power level. I'm going off of what Gildarts is capable of.
And
to me, if Gildarts knows the eye thing,
that doesn't mean everybody knows what the Sharingan can do. Kakashi knew what the Sharingan can do. Don't look in the eye. Okay, fuck, I looked in the eye. Guy says that you just don't have to look at it. Okay, cool. Everybody knows to do with it, but everybody loses to it. You know why? Because it's that power. That's what I'm saying.
Do we include Sasuke in this? Because he did leave for a long time.
You said
Is he part? I know I did, but is he really part of the league?
Now you're trying to make it to where they have some advantage. They lose.
No, but I really had to think about it though.
If you want a fair fight, don't put Sasuke in it. Don't put Uchiha in it. If you put Uchiha in it, they win.
So if Sasuke had to face Lelouch.
Yeah, Sasuke wins. Because see, Lelouch has to look at you and then get it. The second you look in Sasuke's eyes, it's a wrap.
I thought Lelouch had to do was look at him.
Yeah, you look at him, but it doesn't matter. This is how it's gonna go. He looks at him. Cool, but any eye contact you make with him, you're already under it. It's the premise of it's one who's faster, but Sasuke's is just faster. I look at you, you're under it, but you don't know it. So when you activate yours, you're thinking I'm under it, but I'm really not because you're already under mine. That's what I'm saying. It's just the look because the second he looks at you, it's the activation time that takes. For Sasuke, it doesn't take any time. He doesn't have to sit activate. He just looks at you and it happens. With Lelouch, he looks at you and then he activates it. So it's not a look and then it just happens. He looks at you and he activates the power, and that's it. Because
so then if they know what to do, how come Gedo just doesn't have to look at it?
Because Gedo doesn't fight with his eyes closed.
What means?
He doesn't fight with his eyes closed.
The first Hokage fought Madara.
Because he was trained. That was their rivals. They're trained
against
the
when
Sharingan.
They actually went to war with them.
Because he's trained against the Sharingan. They think about it. They grew up as kids. Then their clans were against each other. Of course they're going to train against it. That's the only way you can fight, you can get away from the Sharingan is to train against the Genjutsu. That's cool and dandy. You can say they all trained against the Sharingan. Good, I still have the Rinnegan. They're still done. It don't matter. That's why I say if you want to make a fair fight, don't put an Uchiha in it. You put an Uchiha in it, they win. You put Naruto still is pushing it, but I'll leave Naruto there for the simple fact is everyone's beatable, but I don't know. Honestly, I would take both of them out because it's unfair. If you have both of them in there. Because Naruto has unlimited stage energy, and he has plenty of people to back him up so he can store it.
Akatsuki versus...
I'll give Fairytale.
No.
What?
You would take Fairytale with Akatsuki? With Itachi?
Once again, are you putting the Uchiha?
Well, he's in the Akatsuki room.
Are you gonna put the Uchiha?
In that damn figure, he got the Akatsuki cloak on.
If
so
you're gonna put,
no, but I'm not. No. Oh my God! If the police people.
The Espadas?
Yes.
Is Uchiha in the group? Then no. They win. I don't care.
I thought you had a dude that can control time.
What does that matter? It doesn't matter if I look at you, you're under my spell. And the thing about it, I just look at that. That's a simple thing.
But he has to look at all of them. And they have to look at him at the same time. If I know his thing, I say if they know about each other's power. If I know about each other's power, the moment we're in the battlefield, I'm not looking at you. And if I can get, granted, I don't know shit about this body. If I can control time and I don't have to look at you, then why not? What's the problem?
He has the power to age.
He can age it then.
But that's aging. Regardless of what you do, you at some point in time will look at the person. Regardless of, because you have to put it this way. Just because you don't look at it doesn't mean I can't force you to look at me. So that's what I'm saying. You put a new cheat in it, you don't win. That's why I'm like it's an unfair situation if you go up against other people who aren't in the show. If you put a new Chia up against anybody else who's in a different anime, they lose because the power is too OP. It's like you put anybody
up against Uchiha. All the animes you watch, who beats Uchiha? So you're telling me nobody from Magiko and Sinbad can't beat him? No. Once again, if I look at you and I put you under juice and you don't know, I win. Like that's my whole thing about it. They always have that one. Dude, this is the thing about Chia. Once they master their third Toma and they wear it, think about it. They just always have it on. Think about it. Every time you saw Sasuke, for the most part, every time you saw Itachi, for the most part, unless they were actually having like a simple conversation, they always had the Sharingan on. Just because that just became normal. So think about it. When Naruto found Sasuke, when Itachi found Naruto in the forest, and Naruto had just looked at him, Naruto literally saw him turn a corner, backed up, and then stopped looking at him. But he already got him because he made that small split second of eye contact. That's all it takes. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. You can do this. You can be like this and glance by that little millisecond I glance, you're under it. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't. If you go up against anybody else, it doesn't matter what. I don't care if you can see it coming. I don't care any of that. You can see it coming.
still gonna get it. Like you're still gonna get under it. That's why I'm like, if anybody else who hasn't been trained against it. Now, if you're telling me everyone's been trained against it, then that's cool. But at the same time, now you're gonna have to say that they have some resistance to the other people's power to make it fair on both sides. I would say if you want to make it fair, don't include Naruto, don't include an Uchiha. And I'm okay with anybody else. You can put whoever else you want in there. Just don't put an Uchiha because that the Sharingan gives them advantage if they're not fighting the people in their show. Because then the people in the show, for the most part, is trained.
Killer Bee versus Mugen.
Huh?
Still Russian people.
That'd be really interesting.
In a straight sword fight.
I don't know. I want to say Killer Bee, but wait, is he just his sword skills?
Just his sword skills.
I don't know. Probably. I don't know if I'm going off what
I don't put Sasuke. Sasuke's not truly trained in sword.
I don't put. I'm not gonna. I don't. He uses a sword, but at the same time, his actual combat skills isn't the sword style. The sword's just an extension of what he can do with his use and whatnot. I feel like I want to say Killer Bee, and that's not because I love Naruto, but it's only because his 8 sword style is different because how
switch it. Bad Zoro versus Killer Bee. Pure sword style.
Now that I don't know. I have to watch and see. I don't know. I need to sit and ask Javian and ask him to give me information about Zoro so I can understand his powers because I understand.
No, just pure sword fighting. Pure sword. No different ability. No extra shit. We're going at it toe to toe with swords. 3 versus 8. But Zoro is unbelievable with those swords.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
he can fight with it in his teeth. So it can say Killer Bee.
But Killer Bee has it here. Nigga had it's weird.
Yeah, but Zoro's incredibly fast.
That's all That's all you need. That's all the training that Killer Bee does. Look,
not to the table with Zoro. Zoro was doing this when he was here.
Nigga, what you mean Killer Bee was a child that had sword? He just had 2. Yes, he had 2, and then he just grabbed. Think back. I went from 2 to 8. I'm not saying Zoro didn't go from but Zoro. I mean, he's been doing. Zoro had 1, and then because of I think a death of a friend or a close person.
That chick wasn't it?
Yeah, something like he got the other 2, and he started doing 3 style. So like I say, we went from 1 to 2, and then you mastered that. That's cool, but he mastered 8. I'm saying the training that it took for you to hold it between you, bro. I couldn't hold a water bottle and play for more than 5 minutes. So for the fact that you're fighting with a sword here and doing flips and shit, in my head you have the advantage, but I will probably I don't know how strong your sword is. Okay, if we're going that Zoro has a load of strength. Zoro's just ridiculously strong. So if I'm going about that, I want to say Zoro will win, but at the same time I think Killer Bee would give him a run for his money.
All right, last topic. Black Clover.
Oh, Black Clover! I'm excited, man. I love the way they're doing it right now. So the fact that you have
Uno and Asta not together.
That's great. That's perfect. You're setting it up perfect. They're doing a fantastic because now you have they had a setup. You had the it's kind of like the older brother, the little brother. You have the older brother who's really highly regarded, and then you have the little brother who aspires but wants to be stronger than him, but it doesn't have everything that. Because think about it, he got the 4-leaf clover grimoire. It's like Zatch Bell. If y'all haven't seen Zatch Bell, you don't have to watch it, but go look at Zatch Bell and understand the premise of what Zatch Bell was, and then look at Black Clover. It's the simple fact of the grimoires and how everything is set up. It's really set up like Zatch Bell. And then they expand on it with other characters and whatnot, but I really see a lot of Zatch Bell in Black Clover. But I do like what they're doing for the simple fact is you have which is he's basically great at everything, okay, and think about it, he's a village boonie and he got accepted into the Golden Dawn. That's the highest percent. And they're like, I didn't think they would take all people who aren't royalty into the Golden Dawn, but that's going to be a great thing. But then you also have Asta. And now Asta, he's in the Black Bulls. He's in the worst, quote unquote, it's not called a guild. Whatever it's called. He's in the worst one, but at the same time, the development for him in that group, in that specific Group It, I think, will be great for him because I feel like they're going to expand on his character. And this is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he gets a demon form. I want him to have a demon form for the simple fact you gave him the demon grimoire. It's not going to make any sense for him not to have a demon form, and you give him the demon notebook. I mean, the demon grimoire. That's just what I want to see. You know, I know Yuno's going to do great things, but right now I really want to be focused on Asta, just because right now Asta's really aiming, he's really about to being my favorite so far. You know, I like but I want to see what they're doing with Asta.
They gave us that Gildar's Natsu moment though when Yami came down.
Yeah, I was like,
when Yami came down in front of Asta. Granted, Asta didn't back down.
Natsu did back at first.
Yes, he did the fuck he did.
No, remember, he came, he activated power, the Natsu was like this, he jumped, went to go him,
and then he kicked it up a gear.
And then he said, so at
first, he kicked it up a gear.
Yeah, so at first he didn't back down. But then once Gildar's, I said, okay, he's not going to back down. This power, okay, let me actually put out everything. And then he went bowed down and all that good jazz. So at first, Natsu didn't back down, but then once Gildark actually went full power to see, to show him.
That was full power. I think that was.
I about 75%. I say 75.
When Yami stepped down, I said, "Oh my lord!" But I saw that coming. At first, I thought Asta wasn't about to get one. At first, I was like, "Oh, they're really gonna go left with this one." I was like, "So Asta's really not gonna join. He's gonna really have to work from the ground up." But then you put him with the Bulls, the Black Bulls. It was cool.
I feel this is the way I have it set up. I feel like that's gonna fit him the best. But like I said, I just
because of his physical strength, it fits him. He wouldn't have fit nowhere else. But
the Black Bulls. I just want him to have a demon form. That's all I want. That's all I want. As long as
his demon form cannot be like Seven Deadly Sins, where it's just like these markings.
No, that's why I said I want.
It has to actually.
I don't want to be. I don't want marking. I want him to, in his grimoire, whatever spellbook page you want to put it on, I don't care. When he pulls out the sword, whenever y'all get to that point in the anime, okay, or the manga or whatever, I want to see him have a separate form that's not just a cool tribal shit around him. I actually want him to have a separate form. I don't want no horns. I don't want him to have horn. I don't want him to actually look like a demon. I just want the form to be different than what he normally keep the white hair. Keep the white hair. I don't know. I really don't know how else I don't know how I want to envision him in his form. But I just want him to have a demon form, okay? Because it's not gonna make sense. Why give him the demon look if you're not gonna have him have an evil form?
Right.
Okay, so that's the only thing. And I see them setting it up to where he's gonna have that moment where he snaps. That's what I want to see. I want them to set it up to where either he's training or he's in a fight against somebody really powerful. Okay. And he snaps. There's a moment where I don't care how he snaps. It can be emotionally. It could. I don't care. It could be he is out of energy. I don't care. Whatever happens, or what they can do is they can have him finally get magic. But when that magic that he gets is what releases his demon form.
I don't know. The Asta better smash Vanessa.
But
that's what. She ain't nothing but a Kana. That's all she is. She Kana. When I saw that, I saw Kana. Immediately. Drink all the time, get drunk, except she's way better than
she what? She all over him, and I'm sitting here man, why don't y'all take him? They got anime guys have the best life, bro. They do. They have parents go away on vacation on a business trip for 3-4 years. They got the whole house to themselves for 3-4 years. All the chicks want to go over, but guess what? They never do.
But Black Clover headed in a good direction. So far. Even though it's nothing groundbreaking and shocking, I'm still intrigued to see. I'm all about people's journeys. If you do transformation, I'm all about transformations. I'm all about the fights. I'm all about the end game. Even if it's a basic, simple end game where it's gonna go. Take me on a journey that's believable. Yeah. Throwing a couple deaths, I can see Asta and Yami having that Jiraiya Naruto relationship already. To where I can see if something happens to Yami that may trigger him or something may.
Because how everybody else fall. I like the clan members. They're funny. Now this, he's sitting there. He's like, shut up. And they're like, yes sir. And then so that's it. He goes to bat for him. Okay, they have that whole. They have the fairy tale relationship. Yeah. Okay.
So that's why I say like I said, I see the similarities between them, but I'm still intrigued to see where they'll go at.
Yeah, it's on a good pace. Not brutal.
But other than that, that's about it. It's a slow week as far as that is concerned.
There isn't really much going on.
So this was basically more just a let me get this out. Out of just a discussion one, kind of short, not too long, how we normally would do with a bunch of topics. Maybe this week could present something different for us to talk more about it. I'll definitely keep reviewing Dragon Ball Super because he got to get this shit together. This
I'll keep my Boruto reviews going now. Boruto's episode, I'll probably put out a little review.
Oh, but before we go, I know that's nothing to do with anime, but the Turtles are coming
to Injustice 2, bro. That's finna be. I'm really gonna have to get the game now. Just play. I just need to play Downtown.
I gotta get back on my ish. Once I get back on my ish, I'm gonna be ready.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 about to come out too.
Yeah, I was never big on Star Wars. Don't kill me. I never was big on Star Wars, but when the Turtles drop, best believe that's popping.
For sure.
I can't wait for that. The Turtles is about to be insane. But other than that, this is your boy SSLJ. Once again, if you like what you see, subscribe.
Hit the icon button. Okay, get the alerts.
And then everything will be popping. Everything be good. But once again, this is your boy SSLJ.
It's your boy Infinite Payne.
And this is the same
Uchiha Alliance.
And we'll holler at y'all again next time. Peace.